In a small village tucked between rolling hills and dusty footpaths, there lived a man everyone once admired. This village was the kind of place where no one was a stranger. People knew one another by name, by family, by childhood stories. They remembered who your father was, where your mother fetched water, and what kind of child you had been. The man's name was Cole. Once, Cole had been known as the most handsome man in the community. Tall, broad-shouldered, with a warm smile that made people feel at ease. Children followed him around, elders praised him, and young women whispered his name when he passed by. But life has a way of changing suddenly. One evening, as Cole returned from a neighboring village, a terrible accident happened. The details were never spoken of clearly, only that there was fire, pain, and darkness. When Cole woke up days later, his life was no longer the same. The accident left him physically deformed. His face, once admired, now bore scars. One side had lost its symmetry. His walk was uneven. His reflection no longer felt like his own. At first, the village tried to be kind. But kindness, when mixed with fear and immaturity, does not last long. Whispers began. Children stared. Some laughed. Others gave him a name, one that spread faster than truth. Wherever Cole went, that name followed him like a shadow. At the market, people nudged each other. On the paths, laughter broke out behind his back. Even those who once called him brother avoided meeting his eyes. Cole tried to endure it quietly. But anger is not born loud. It grows in silence. Each laugh felt like a stone thrown at his chest. Each stare reminded him of who he used to be. Slowly, bitterness replaced patience. Frustration replaced hope. He began to ask himself dangerous questions. What is the use of living like this? Why should I wake up every day to be mocked? Why did life choose me? His anger had nowhere to go, so it turned inward. Nights became long. Sleep became shallow. His thoughts became dark. And one evening, standing alone in his hut, Cole decided he could no longer carry the weight. He thought of ending his life. But fate sometimes sends help at the final moment. That same evening, an old friend named Sengo visited him. Sengo had known Cole since childhood. He noticed the emptiness in his eyes and the heaviness in his silence. After listening quietly, Sengo spoke. "There is an alchemist," he said, "who lives at the tip of the mountain above this village. People say he understands not only metals and fire, but the human heart." Cole laughed bitterly. "What can an alchemist do for a broken man?" Sengo replied gently, "Before you end your life, go and see him. If nothing changes, at least you tried." That night, Cole made a decision. At dawn, he began to climb. The path to the mountain was steep and unforgiving. With every step, his body protested. His scars burned under the sun. But something inside him pushed forward, perhaps anger, perhaps desperation. By evening, he reached a small hut made of stone and clay. The alchemist was an old man with calm eyes, eyes that seemed to have seen many storms and survived them all. Without asking many questions, the alchemist listened. Then, silently, he picked up 2 pots. He placed them on the ground. In the first pot, he poured clean water until it was full. In the second pot, he placed rough stones, solid, heavy, unchanging. He lit 2 fires beneath the pots. All night, the alchemist said, "You will fetch wood and keep these fires burning." Cole obeyed. Hour after hour, he added wood. The flames danced violently, licking the sides of the pots. Heat filled the air. Smoke rose toward the stars. By midnight, the first pot was empty. The water had completely evaporated. The second pot still held its stones, unchanged, firm, unbroken. But something else had happened. The pot holding the stones had cracked. Its surface was damaged by the constant heat. The alchemist turned to Cole. "Look carefully," he said. Cole nodded, confused. The alchemist continued. "Fire represents people. Their words, their mockery, their provocation, their cruelty." He pointed to the pot of water. "Water is a weak mind. It absorbs everything. It reacts to every insult, every laugh, every stare. Under pressure, it disappears." Then he pointed to the stones. "Stone is a strong mind. Fire cannot change it. Insults cannot destroy it. Provocation does not shape it." Finally, He touched the cracked pot. The body is this pot. It can be damaged. It can change. It can suffer. But what matters is what you place inside. The alchemist looked straight into Cole's eyes. Let your mind be stone, he said, even if your body is broken like this pot. In that moment, something shifted. Cole understood. People could not destroy him unless he allowed them to. Their laughter was fire, but only dangerous to a mind that reacts. From that day on, Cole returned to the village changed. Not in appearance, but in spirit. People still talked. Children still stared. But Cole no longer burned inside. He walked calmly. He smiled when mocked. And slowly, the fire lost its power. Because when anger is mastered, no one can control you. And the strongest minds are those that remain stone in the fire.